But on the question, what hacks do you have to create good performance reviews in less time? Because this is the biggest challenge with performance reviews is, oh my gosh, how am I going to get this done? And unfortunately, in many environments, people aren't even getting reviews done. And I think that's a terrible disservice. And unfortunately, sometimes the higher up you go in an organization, the fewer the reviews are written, which is really a crime. So what we're going to look at is, how do I go after a big performance review? So some of you might have heard, how do you eat an elephant? And you're like, wait, what? Well, one bite at a time. And that's the kind of concept we're using today, are these bite-sized snacks, but also when it comes to reviews, it's bite-sized pieces. So what we want to think about is communicate regularly. And we have something called the 2-22 rule. Okay, so jot that down on your keyboard. 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours. All right. We want to communicate regularly, ideally 2-minute conversations. Hey, I noticed XYZ. Hey, what's happening over here? How are we doing on this? Make it a 2-minute conversation, and your life is so much easier. If we don't have those 2-minute conversations, they typically become 20-minute conversations. Those 20-minute conversations are a little tougher to have. It starts going more along the lines of, I've noticed these things. The expectation of someone in your role is this. Tell me what's going on. It becomes a much longer conversation, and they tend to be a little more difficult. If we don't have the 2 or the 20, guess what? We have the 2-hour conversation. And so you can see that by procrastinating on feedback and not giving that in a more real-time basis, we're not saving time. We're actually taking more time and creating more stress, because as you can guess, as these conversations get longer and longer, they also become more difficult. They're not easier. So huge time saver, and sets a great foundation if you practice the 2-22 rule using more of the 2-minute conversations.